Audio. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone's favorite film critic, my friend, the one, the only, the pride-filled Jan Wahl, giving you a hug.
That's right.
Jan.
Happy Pride, everybody. Mwah, mwah,
Jan,
mwah.
Happy
Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride, everybody. We're going to talk Pride movies. First, Jan, what is Pride all about to you?
Oh, it means everything. It means being able to say I'm loud and proud and gay and living a life that I'm proud of, you know, and if you're a lesbian, if you're transgender, if you're a gay man, whatever you are, just be who you are. What an awful life it must be living in the closet. Yeah. So I'm thrilled by it. I always have been. You know, Liam, I'm very lucky. I was raised in a Hollywood environment with a lot of gay people. My parents were extremely inclusive. And at an early age, I learned that I was actually a gay man and that if you cut me, I bleed sequins. Okay, not true. But I certainly have that influence. And, you know, and gay women, you know, with their strength and their moxie, I'm telling you, I love the community, and living in the Bay Area and being involved in the community all these years has been a true joy.
Well, Jan, I can think of no better ally for our community. You are one of us. You are part of us. You are us. Thank you for all the love you've given the LGBTQ community.
And, you know, Liam, being in broadcasting, as you are, I try very hard to always get it in there so that the straights of the world, who normally I have nothing in common with, you know, I try to get them to get to see the similarities, not the differences, and the differences that are so beautiful. And just, I'm always sneaking information in, and have been since the beginning of my time in the world.
Jan, for that, we thank you. We're going to talk movies. So your first pick, what's your first pick?
Well, sometimes there's two new things on Netflix. Well, one's on Netflix and one's on American Masters, PBS. I want to get it right. And this is a gay sensibility thing, but it's finally a documentary has been made about Mae West. It's produced by Bette Midler. And Mae West is, she's my personal role model. Now, I don't do her as well as so many of our wonderful queens do. But I've got to tell you, this is finally the documentary that puts her in her proper place in society. She was a sexual gangster. She was, you know, always fighting for gender reconfiguration. She was just amazing. And women could have sex and not be punished for it and still have a fun life. I mean, in the 1920s, she kicked royal butt. So anyway, it's called Mae West, Dirty Blonde.
Beautiful.
It's produced by Bette Midler. You find it on American Masters on PBS.
All right, Jan. So my pick right here, Harvey Milk, gives you a clue. The movie Milk, one of Sean Penn's best, most outstanding, finest performances about our Saint Harvey Milk, without whom there would be no Castro, there would be no queer community in San Francisco in its form today. Harvey was a pioneer. This movie told the story of Milk, of his life, and the tragic end, too young, too soon, when he was gunned down in 1978. But a powerful film. Every single person on the planet should see it. Every kid coming out should go and see it. So my pick, Milk, made right in San Francisco, filmed on our doorstep. And my partner Rick and I got to be extras. We're so excited to be in the bullhorn scene with Sean Penn standing on top of a trash can, the top of Market and Castro. And right before they said roll camera, 3 beautiful, enormous, 7-foot-tall drag queens stood right in front of us. We didn't make the movie, but we got to be there. We got to be there. So, Milk, my pick. What do you got next, Jan?
And, you know, Milk was about protest and how important protest is. And it's got everything in the world going for it. So good for you, Liam. Okay, next, Disclosure. It's new. It's a documentary. It's on Netflix, and it's about the transgender community. You know, Celluloid Closet is one of my favorite movies ever made. It's my Bible. I know it's your Bible, based on Vito Russo's incredible book about the imagery that Hollywood put out about gays and lesbians. Well, this is about transgenders and the imagery put out about transgenders through the beginning of movies and television. It's called Disclosure. It was produced by Laverne Cox.
Yeah,
and
brilliant.
she has done a great job. God bless you, Laverne.
Yeah.
And so this is a really good thing to see. Disclosure on Netflix, and good for Netflix for getting that out there.
Yeah, I've yet to see it. I want to see that, Jan. You know, I've got another pick. This is the movie. It was one of my coming out movies. My Beautiful Laundrette.
Laundrette.
Or she called it Laundromat. Daniel Day-Lewis, one of his first movies, and he plays a guy who struggles coming out. His boyfriend is Pakistani British, so of course there is conflict right there culturally. It's such a great film, a powerful performance, one of Daniel Day-Lewis's best. Watching that film as I was coming out as an 18-year-old in 1988, that film was everything to me. So My Beautiful Laundromat, I think they call it.
Laundrette.
And Laundrette over in the
UK.
UK.
People could Google, you know, Liam, people could just Google it and they'll find it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it.
It's
What's
wonderful.
your next pick, Jan?
All right, here it is, honey. You know how you said there were 3 drag queens who came in front of you when you were filming Milk?
Beautiful.
Well, they could have been from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Love it, Jan.
I love this film so much.
Yeah.
This is such a great, rollicking, fun, also poignant, sad, powerful movie. Also, Father's Day. You want a great Father's Day moment? This has at the end a son coming to his father and saying, "I love you, Dad. I love you." It, you know, it kills you. You know, there's all these moments with the gay community. I mean, is it any surprise how much I love them? Think of the moment in Milk where Harvey Milk is talking on the phone to a young man who is in like the Midwest or somewhere like that, and he feels so different. Yeah. And it's you know, it's that kind of love, and the same thing happens in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. At the end, it's got a beautiful father-son, but everything's beautiful about it. I mean, when I'm with the gay community, the LGBTQ community, I truly am home. Yeah, I'm truly home.
Just like Dorothy, you're home.
And speaking of Dorothy,
hello.
You love Wizard of Oz because are truly a friend of Dorothy's.
My next pick, Wizard of Oz. It is a film that they show in England every Christmas Day. It's a time-honored tradition. It's such a feel-good film, and of course, friend of Dorothy, an expression in the gay world. If you were wondering, if you were in a bar and maybe you weren't sure if someone was gay, for many, many years, that's what you would ask. You would say, "Are you a friend of Dorothy?" That was cute to say, "Are you gay?" So yeah, she's an icon. That movie, Wizard of Oz, it is loved, adored by the LGBTQ community and beyond.
And beyond.
Yeah.
But there's something, what is it, Liam? What is it that, you know, it's such a connection to something like that, to something like to somebody like Mae West, to the great dames of Hollywood, you know. My friend Katya Smirnoff always says how much she loves Rosalind Russell, you know, and I know how Donna Sachet feels about Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I mean, what is it that connects us so much? It's just a wonderful sensibility. And I want to mention the movie Pride also. Yes, and Pride is a beautiful movie based on reality. And it's based on what happened in the Thatcher government. If you don't know what that is, look it up, folks. And how they were about gays. And then these gays decided to join in with the striking miners, the most macho guys you can think of, and homophobic and everything. And what happens? It's called Pride.
A great story, a true story. And again, as with many of these great movies, there's a wonderful arc, a turning point of acceptance. And I think
we should mention for gay women, because we've been talking about a lot of gay men films.
Absolutely.
For gay women, also there's Albert Nobbs, which is a terrific movie with Glenn Close and the great Janet McTeer. So there's all kinds of women, you know, great movies about women falling in love, just as there are about men falling in love.
So Jan, in our last couple of minutes here, let's talk Pride. You've been in the parade. You've hosted the parade. You are the parade.
Now you too, Liam.
Yeah, and we've been very blessed to do that. Is there one moment, Jan, that stands out for you, a pride moment when you look back and go, you know what, that was a lot of fun. That was a highlight.
Yeah, it was when my mother and my sister came down and stayed and was, you know, I got to be I guess a celebrity grand marshal. Donna Sachet put me in there, and I got to ride in the gay parade itself.
Yeah.
And the love that comes at you in this huge waves. And I'm sure you feel it too. I mean, I've seen you jumping on people's cars and all those things we do. It's the love that comes your way, whether it's Dykes on Bikes or whether it's, you know, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, whoever it is.
Yeah.
We're all connected because
Jan,
we care and we're proud.
Yeah, you touched on something. In 1995, I was hosting a little TV show called QTV, Queer Television, and we got to be in the parade. We also had a crew covering it, but we rode in the QTV car and walking down Market Street, sitting in the car, waving as we went, doing the royal wave as we it was I never felt so liberated and so free and so loved by the community and accepted. You know, I came the year before from the island of Jersey, where I lived for 4 years, where you know, homosexuality was illegal up until 1990. You know, they had laws on the books on that island. So I came to San Francisco to actually be in the parade, going down Market Street in the biggest queer parade in the world, a highlight of my life, even after 8 years, to then be covering it most recently for Channel 5 and with you, Jan, on Cron 4 over the years. I mean,
we fought that good fight. Remember the hate mail we got when Brokeback Mountain came out? And I championed Brokeback Mountain, and we got all this hate mail. And oh my God, you just have to fight the fight, folks, and plant your feet and tell your truth.
That's it. So, Jan, telling our truth, I know that you live a life fully expressed. It's why I adore you. I'm going to let you have the final word, Jan, to our friends watching at home.
Thank you all for being out and proud and really believing in who you are, what you are, and knowing that doing that makes the world such a better place. So thank you and happy Pride, everyone.
Jan, I thank you. And folks at home, thank you for watching. Jan, thank you for sharing your passion for movies and for being such a great ally to our community. And I want to say happy Pride to our family of friends, my partner, Rick, and to you, Jan, and your hubby, Russ. I love you and happy Pride. I'm going to leave you with a kiss and a hug. There we go. Folks, the full list of movies, we'll put them up right below on the website. Thanks for watching and happy Pride. Peace out.
Peace out.